Welcome to Auntie Chess and Tarot. Welcome in. Let's get to it here. We have someone asking about their friendships. Okay. Questioning some of their friendships. Let's take a peek at these friends. Here we go. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. This is one of your fellow viewers asking about some of the friendship connections they've made. This should resonate with others because I think oftentimes we go through similar things. So let's find out. Getting some more scoop on friendship connections here. Nine of Pentacles. I think you're feeling very alone for sure. Ace of Wands, Justice. But this is what's not seen, that wants to be seen. Is some sort of justice here for you in a new beginning. Let's find out about that beginning. There's also an element here of you don't realize how successful you are, but you are feeling alone. Page of Wands. This is just starting, beginning stages of something kind of it's reading a little bit like more than friends with one of these people. It's the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, I think you don't see this person wanting to be more than friends of the group that we're looking at. Four of Cups here. It's in the reverse. Yeah, you're feeling very alone, but I'm getting that you don't realize some of these connections are stronger than you realize. And you feel like you're alone and not being seen or being ignored, and you are being seen. And there's another emphasis here on even seen more by someone interested in more than just a friendship with you. Let's continue. Five of Pentacles out here and the Emperor in the reverse. I think you've been around quite a few people who have overstepped their boundaries in the area of friendship with you. They've taken the quote-unquote lead role and they've overstepped boundaries. Friendship boundaries, kindness boundaries, this type of thing. And so you are on guard all the time when this may not be happening. And also, I think sometimes you talk yourself into, why am I different? Why am I being treated different? Why isn't this smooth when it seems smooth with other people? But I'm getting that you're reading that wrong. So you're somehow imprinting past relationships onto the here and now that's happening with these particular friends you're interested in finding out more about. The connection here. Yeah, I think some of this is actually blossoming quite nicely. And you're imprinting some sort of past with people that weren't your friends onto the here and now. And I'm not quite sure that's the case here with them. Queen of Swords out here now. Yeah, I feel like you're quick to want to cut this off, but I don't feel like that's what Spirit's leading us to here. Let's see. We'll find out more. What's the Queen of Swords here? Queen of Swords. If I said Wands, it's Queen of Swords. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're wanting to cut ties here already, judging this, and I think you're judging it wrong. I think quite a few friends here are good. One likes you more than a friend. You know, maybe a couple people, but at least one person. And with the Knight of Cups coming here, someone is they're either coming at you with a cup of love and you don't see it, or they're being very quiet about this and you haven't caught on to this either. King of Wands. This is somebody very charming that's coming towards you in love, wanting some success here, 6 of Wands. But I don't think you're putting that together. Why do you feel like you're not being seen here? Kind of covered that. I feel we need more. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you're used to people not putting enough effort into your friendships, and that's why the slightest little thing that shows that to you, like maybe they're having an off day or they don't feel well or something, and they're kind of not as engaged in the conversation or something little like that will throw you off, and you'll be like, okay, this is more of the same of what I've experienced where this person isn't making an effort. 7 of Pentacles, like where this person isn't investing in me the way I'm investing in them. They're breadcrumbing me. But let's see, is that really the case? Because I think that's one of your major concerns, but is that the case? I'm seeing other energy out here. That's why I ask. 5 of Wands. What's the 5 of Wands here, Spirit? You just got a lot of different personalities going right now in this pool of friendship. 10 of Cups in the reverse. And worrying about being, on good terms with everybody here. I feel like Spirit's saying, be authentic to you and be okay with that. And be okay with that interaction. Show up authentically. Not something that you think people want to see. Just be yourself. 10 of Wands in the reverse. And then establish over time what you think of people. There's too much emphasis on being nervous about, do people like me? And not enough emphasis on enjoying where you are in the here and now, regardless of who that's with. And more importantly, showing up authentically you. So not showing up being something you think other people want to see. What else do we have for Spirit? Three of Pentacles, new collaborations. This is what you're asking about, though, is this new group. I see there's some justice here and there's some victory here, and someone's eyeballing you, really watching you. They're subtle, though. They're so subtle. I can see why you're not catching on to this. They're subtle about how they like you more than a friend. But what I'm getting strongly is heavy influence on your past influencing your present new relationships here, new friendships. So try not to let the past, that's tough, I understand, influence what you're dealing with in the here and now. Be present, be in the here and now. Try not to judge what's happening. Just enjoy it and be you. Be you in the here and now. Let the rest of that unfold. Someone's trying to get in here romantically with you. Let's find out about them. Chariot. Things move quickly here. This is not, I'm hearing this love interest. I'm hearing things move quickly in your mind. You're quick to maybe judge a situation. This is what's happening. They don't like me. I wasn't chosen, something like that. You're quick to come to those conclusions that are incorrect. Just hang tight. Hang tight. And it's because of what you've gone through in the past. But we're trying to get you to a happy place. You want to be there as well. And you want to be there with new collaborations, new friendships. Now, we've got the new pieces in here. You've got the new friends coming in. So give it time. Don't judge it too quickly. Don't be harsh on yourself. in these moments and just show up you, as you. Not as who you think other people want you to be. Just show up as you. And then I feel like naturally the right people gravitate towards you anyway. And maybe you're in a period right now where you're sifting through them. The universe is sifting through people for you. Maybe that's why things are quick, But also be aware and be conscious of not judging a situation so quickly, because you could be wrong in these instances. Hangman. This would talk about taking a slower approach to how you think about people and situations in your life. Who's this King of Wands? Be okay with being on your own also. I'm hearing the people that are for you will eventually, it'll be like a sifting process. It's a sifting process right now. Like think about, rocks being sifted, dirt being sifted. And the people that aren't for you, the universe is sifting out. But it's important just to remain yourself, Temperance, remain balanced, remain who you are. Be solid in that knowledge. Temperance. This is a balanced King of Wands, okay? So if there's someone kind of acting like they like a lot of people in the group, they're actually pretty balanced. And I think they have you, they're definitely looking at you too. Let's see. Are they looking at others? I'm trying to get what is their real style here? Knight of Wands in the reverse. Right now, they can be kind of knee-jerk with their reactions and all over the place. Maybe they don't know what they want. Is this a good match for you? Is this a good person in the sifting? Will this person make the sifting cup? 8 of Swords. I think they're going to be held back. But a note of, not only do people like you, but people really like you. Okay, so don't judge it all too quickly and be ready to be like, oh, this is just more of the same and a no-go. Yeah, someone really wise has their eye on you. I'm not getting it's this King of Wands. The Star. I'm feeling your energy now, where it's like, am I successful here or not? There's just too much going on. I can't really clarify it. I think I got it, then I don't. That's how I feel in this read. I feel like I've got it, then I don't. You're more successful than you realize, for sure. You're feeling like you're a third wheel all the time, not as important. Let's just go through this one by one here. What's the 9 of Pentacles here? Seven of Pentacles, yeah. This is more, be okay being alone, show up authentically, invest in yourself. What's this breadcrumbing here? 4 of Cups. Yeah. This is the past energy I'm hearing. So be aware of that. Sometimes you get into the doldrums and are sad for self because of what you've experienced with people breadcrumbing you, okay? So invest in enough in self to show up, be proud of self, and whatever comes what may type thing, okay? But be aware of the signs. If you're being breadcrumbed again, you don't want to go that route. But don't judge that real fast that's happening in the event that it's not happening, because I do feel like you're being seen as well. Queen of Wands, yeah. You're being seen. You do have people in this mix who see you and they want to invest in you. You have people in this mix that want to breadcrumb you, not see you, okay? So that's why we're getting a lot of different energies here. What's the 4 of Cups in reverse here? Page of Swords. The truth of the matter is you are being seen. You're being seen by the people that are for you and the people that aren't, but we're going to get to who is for you. Nine of Cups is trying to hide here. This talks about your wishes granted. Okay, so again, I feel like you're judging this too quickly, or you're wanting things to happen too quickly with this group. Let it unfold a little bit more organically here. Don't judge the situations, the relationships quite so quickly. What's the Five of Wands chaos here? Because wishes do want to reach you here. But remember our sifting process. Magician. You have to be very balanced here to not bring in the old, which we talked about, and impose it on what's happening right now. Your old experiences, old relationships, don't impose them on, project them onto the here and now, because you'll bring in that chaos. You'll bring in that same sort of energy. Okay, so that's a very important component to remember here. What's the Ten of Cups in the reverse? If not the most important part of this read. Yeah, because in addition to bringing in the chaos, you bring in more of the toxicity from the past that wants to be attached to you. You know, the toxicity doesn't want you to reach out to people and have successful connections. Past and the past toxicity wants you to think that all people are the same, all relationships are the same, and you will be disappointed. But there's victory here for you, and there are good relations in this mix that you're talking about that want to come through. Just give it time. Give it time to breathe here. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Now we're going in the right direction, because that's sitting on our Six of Wands. That's coming out of lack and right into victory. Okay? So let the universe sift this for you. Stay authentic and stay empowered. Stay confident in the knowing of that. Stay confident in the knowing that who is for you will stick around and who's not will just fall off. It won't be like an argument or you've treated me, blah, 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 confrontation type thing. It will be a falling away, a sifting through. You're in the sifting process right now, I do believe. What's the Justice here? What's the Justice here, Spirit? The Justice is, it's about time you're around people that really care about you and that you can count on. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, exactly. That's the Justice. New people coming in and new connections. People you can rely on. People that are gold, solid gold for you. What's the Emperor in the reverse here, Spirit? Six of Wands. So any of that energy, get the Six of Wands twice, by the way, double confirmation on super, super victories here with regards to this topic in your life. It's sitting on top of people who, the energy sits on top of the Emperor in the reverse. The Emperor in the reverse is energies of people from the past who overstayed their welcome as a friend, who took advantage of the friendship, who were not friends to you. What's the Ten of Wands in the reverse here? Coming to a close. These types of burdens. But remember, you're not superimposing the past on the present. Let the past be in the past. Don't connect these people. This person acted just like so-and-so 10 years ago, or this person acts now like what I remember dealing with before from a dozen people. Try not to, be aware, because remember, some people will be sifting out, but try not to judge things too quickly. Let the universe sift them out naturally, organically. Ten of Wands in the reverse confirms the Ten of Wands in the reverse. That's great. The sneaky, the sly, the burdensome, the people taking advantage, the people breadcrumbing, the not true friends are coming to a close. That energy comes to a close. Eight of Wands, it comes quickly to a close. Keep it closed, I'm hearing. It's up to you. It's your job to keep it closed. What's the Eight of Swords here? Six of Swords in the reverse. So holding back. Yeah. No motion. What's that in reference to? What's the no motion here? Queen of Swords, yeah. You've gotten the Queen of Swords twice. That's cutting things out. I think once, the sifting, the organic sifting cuts things out. You're waiting here could be the message, or it could be over time you'll know what to cut out because it will resemble too much of the past. But the key to that is over time, okay? Because when you're new to relationships with people, they can be doing a lot of what you've been advised against, which is being everybody's everything, showing up the way you think people want you to show up rather than showing up authentically you. Now that can go to that can be to your advantage in a relationship or not, just depending on when the person decides to show their true colors. 2 of Cups. You do have, though, someone in the mix that's eyeballing you romantically here. Yeah, something that's going to be a passionate beginning for you. What's the Ace of Wands here, 2 of Cups? Soulmate energy. That's good energy for you. 9 of Wands. I think you're tired of all these passionate beginnings. You want something that's really going to make a difference here. The High Priestess. Intuitively. The message is intuitively. Look at the options here. I don't even think you see this person just yet. It's going to require your intuition on this level. What's the 5 of Pentacles? The Sun. Yeah, no more lack. This is peace, harmony, happiness. Bringing out a childlike energy in you. Still on our love interest here. How are you going to know them? How are you going to know them out of this group? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This says, release the control. Okay, release the control of how this comes in. And a lot of this message is releasing control as the universe does the sifting for you. But also there is an emphasis here on your High Priestess energy, which is a lot of intuitive know-how. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Clarity. Things will just become clear as this sifting takes place. Okay, what about this King of Wands? Kind of a mystery person, but I feel like he or she, whatever the energy is here that you're resonating with, it's very a dynamic leader, but I feel like maybe they kind of approach everybody romantically, and we got that they are maybe not sure about what they want. They will include you in the mix here. The Star is out here. They may see you as their big wish, but I don't get that they single you out here. So I don't get that that's the soulmate energy. What else about our King of Wands here? 4 of Wands. Yeah, they know that you're somebody that they've really got to shape up for. They've really got to be balanced, come correct, and come towards you, but more importantly, come correct when they do so. I'm not sure they're all in on that just yet, based on some other things that are out here on the table, card-wise. What's the scoop here? What should we know here, Spirit, about this King of Wands ultimately? Strength. This could be a Leo you're dealing with. You feel like, yeah, they're going to try and swallow me up. There's definitely a resistance here. I don't think you see them just yet. One moment, please. Thanks for your patience through the pause. Yeah, I think they need more self-awareness. They're going to be kind of cocky. And yet, what are we saying here? What are we saying here? They're going to be very sensual. Judgment. You're going to have to place judgment on this. for some, I think it goes back and forth, because for some listening to this, viewing this, they are not going to be for you. And for others, they actually are going to be for you, but they have to do a lot of work on balancing out. Yeah, they're cocky and they're not being very self-aware. Anything else in this King of Wands, Spirit? Why can't I get off this? More on the King of Wands. The Fool. Taking a leap with this person. I do see loyalty here. Like maybe they get it together. The cards say they get it together. But earlier, I felt like they were not it at all. Why is that? Because over time in the sifting, something happens. Four of Pentacles. They just have to know who they are. They just have to tune in to who they really are, what they really want. So there might be a couple of people after you here. One person you are going to definitely be like, total resistance here, and then they might surprise you. Are there two people here? I think there are at least two people here trying to get your attention. One who I understand is very wise. 8 of Cups. One you will walk away from. Overall, what are we saying about these friends here? A lot of growth here. You'll grow with the ones that you need to. Yeah, it's just more of an organic answer, I feel. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Watch the give and take here. Ace of Pentacles. This might be somebody actually that comes in who has a lot of money, a lot of monetary, and they give to you right away as well. Balance. You've gotten this twice. Temperance, balance. Balance brings in the good stuff. Don't judge too quickly here. Let this happen naturally, organically. It's a big group. I feel like like I said, you're going to have some people that are for you and some that aren't. But don't judge it now. Let it sift through. Then you use your good instinct. Then watch somebody transform before your eyes, and another one who could be a love interest as well. Some of you pray regularly to someone you were close to who's on the other side. Ask them for guidance here too, with regards to these friendships, and certainly with regards to the soulmate energy, potential love interest. There's a lot coming in for you. That's why this read is confusing. That's why you're confused. Because there are a lot of energies around you right now. And you're just trying to say, look, what are the good energies? What do I run with? I want to just cut to the chase. I don't want to waste time here. But I do sense that there's a need to be on your own a little bit here. Let this unfold. The energy may be slower than you like. The pace may be slower than you like. But that's how you're going to see the real truths. Someone on the other side, tap into them and their wisdom too. Like I say, if you regularly pray to them, they'll help you out here with some enlightenment on the whole situation. Yeah, you just don't want to have another tower. That's understandable. With quite a few people who I see do owe you an apology. They need to begin those apologies and start speaking the apologies to you. Some of these people didn't work. I think maybe even you supported them. Some of these friends, they were in and out. They were quick moving people. Final words here on our message to the collective. Asking about friendships right now. 4 of Swords, rest. 8 of Pentacles. This talks about rest and not working. Needing to rest and not working. That might be your situation right now. I feel like if it is, it's only because you've been a hard worker for a long time. And you have a situation that you've provided yourself that allows yourself a time of rest. Final messages here. Higher power. Yeah. Protection. Gaining wisdom from the higher power. That's, ultimately holding the sifting machine. Is in charge of the sifting project for you. Change in the wind. I think overall, try not to sweat this. I feel like the heavy emotion here. And I don't want to repeat past mistakes. But you might be disappointed prematurely, let's say. Just hang in there. If you have an off day with people, it's just maybe an off day for that person. Don't jump to conclusions here. Let this organically, fall into your lap. Who needs to be there? Ask yourself the motivations people have. Kind of work in tandem with the sifting project that the universe will be doing, as well as using your good instincts, your good sensitivities, psychic abilities on people, intuition. You're worried it's going to be a never-ending story. Negative self-talk. Maybe if you're being too harsh on yourself about these relationships, then you're taking on too much responsibility here. Let it flow. Be yourself and say, hey, that didn't work, but I showed up authentically. So, if that continues to not work, that interaction, that person and I are not meant to be connected in a long-term way or in a heavy way, in a deep emotional way, and move on. Don't beat yourself up about why something different didn't work, and also don't take on the responsibility for why it didn't work, okay? Some of you are being way too harsh on yourself here about these relationships that are completely out of your control, okay? And know that. A lot of relationships are just a matter of people not meant to be together, to combine or come together on as a friend in any way. Yeah, know what's not for you and be okay with that. Because what you know in the way of what's not for you helps you get ever more closer to what is for you. I hope this has been helpful. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps the channel to grow. As I said, this has been from one of your fellow viewers asking about their current friendships, and I think good things are here. It's just a matter of, let the universe kind of work this piece and work it to your advantage, in that they can, with the divine involved, there can be a higher perspective here of what's good for you. Yeah, that we may not be in tune to, that the divine shows us, and then we say, yeah, oh, I didn't even know this type of relationship was possible. This is wonderful, something like that. Let me know. Let's continue this series. Let me know what you're dealing with, the advice that you'd like to see here. We'll take a look at the cards and see what they have to say. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me a Coffee. Please do comment. I love both. It shows me that the time I'm spending here is productive for both of us and our connection is a good one. Thank you so much.